guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Thanks for joining me today. My name is Jane, and today I am presenting you with a tag video. I was tagged by Julie from Agent Bag Reviews. I thought this was a pretty interesting idea. I think this video was originated by Tez Lux. I will link both of their videos down below. And the concept behind this tag is bags or items or purchases that you have quietly returned. In other words, you bought it, you opened it, you probably bought it online, you opened it, you looked at it, and you knew immediately, no, that's a no. And that's happened to me a few times. As some of you may know, I live in a small town. I am physically very far from any actual in-person luxury shopping. The closest city to me is Seattle, but it's still kind of far. And so I generally do not get a chance to shop in person. And I find shopping in person dramatically reduces the odds that I'm going to return something. I actually really don't like shopping online. When I first started doing luxury shopping, I lived in San Francisco and I worked in downtown San Francisco, and it was really easy to just, go shopping and see everything and hold it and check it out in person. When I shop online, there's a high probability, not a high probability, but a higher probability that I will return whatever it is that I bought. So, yes, let's start with bags. There are a couple. Both of them are from Tory Burch for whatever reason. And I think they're both from this year. In fact, one of them is from like last week. The first one is the Eleanor convertible shoulder bag. And it was in this really beautiful burgundy wine color leather. And I think I watched some videos about it, which I usually do. I watched some videos, and the people who did the videos really loved the bag, and so that kind of sold me. So you gotta make sure you be careful about that. But anyway, so the bag arrived. It was very expensive too. It was like $698 plus tax. So the bag arrived, and I thought the color was pretty. I thought the leather was nice, but it was very, very structured, very stiff. It was actually pretty heavy because it was leather lined. So it was really heavy. And then the way the strap worked, and you can see in the picture, it's kind of like the Constance from Hermes or like the Bandit from Coach, where there's just like one loop of leather, like a strap that loops through a couple of rings attached to the top, so that you double it to make it a shoulder bag, and then it becomes a crossbody if you make it go its full length. Anyways, I really hated how it looked and I didn't like how it worked, and I knew like immediately, I was like, I'm not going to wear this bag. So I sent her right back. I never took a picture. I never shared it anywhere. So that was the Eleanor from Tory Burch. And then the most recent Tory Burch was the Mini Ella shearling tote. And the reason I bought this one, and I must have been, I don't know, it was pretty impulsive. At my work, somebody came in, and it was somebody who was a former employee of my company. She came in to visit, and she had this bag, or what I thought was this bag. I knew it was a Tory Burch. It had the big logo on it, and it was shearling. And it was so adorable. And I was like, oh my God, that bag is so cute. I thought it was so cool. So I got to see it up close, and I thought, okay, I really like it. And I would love to get a shearling bag, and it would go with my Ugg boots that I have. So I ordered it, and then it arrived. And I don't know if the girl had a different style from an earlier season or previous year, but the one that they sent me was so small. It was ridiculous. It was so tiny. I'll put up the picture that they put on their website, but this thing, like, so here's my phone. This thing was like as wide as my phone. It was like this. And you could just slip the phone down in there. So this phone's like 6.5 inches long. And then it was like just the tiniest little baby, I don't know. I don't know why the one I thought I saw looked bigger. I was like, oh, that's a great size. So it was just some kind of misunderstanding. So again, I opened the box, I took it out, I looked at it, and I was like, no, I'm never going to use this. And plus, I already have mini bags. Didn't I just make a video about, like, I'm not going to buy any more mini bags? Well, yeah, so I sent it back. And I never cut off the tags or take off the wrapping or anything until I'm like 99% sure I want to keep it. So that was no problem. I sent that back. And then the other two items are from Louis Vuitton, and they're also from last year. Actually, one is from more than a year ago. Last year, I bought the Spring in the City Wapiti case, and I'll put a picture up here. The reason I got this, so I thought it was sold out, and then a month after it was, released, I get a call from my client advisor saying, well, I have one and I can send it to you, and do you want it, and do you want it or not? And I was like, at work, and I was like, oh, well, yeah, I want it. And so I didn't have a lot of time to make my decisions, so I decided to have her send it to me. And I used to own a Wapiti case many years ago. I think I got it in 2008. And it was the white multicolor Wapiti case. It was so cute and it was so nice. And I'm sick that I sold it. I sold it a while back. Should have kept it. It was, super high quality. It was adorable, and it could hold cards, and it could actually hold my phone back then, because my phone was a BlackBerry. So I could actually hold my phone in there. It was really cool. I used it occasionally, but not a lot. And I sold it, probably because I wasn't using it. But then I got all nostalgic, and I was like, wow, they came out with a Wapiti again. That's cool. And I thought, oh, I'll find some way I'll use this. So it arrived, and I played with it a little bit, but then I knew, like, I tried putting my cards in there. I was like, who am I kidding? I'm not going to use this. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll use it as like a little catch-all in my purse. And I realized, no, I already have a mini pochette. I already have other things that I can use as a catch-all. This thing is just really impractical for me. And so I returned it without making a video, I think I might have put one picture on Instagram, but yeah, then I sent it back. And finally, the last item is also from Louis Vuitton, and it was from about 1 year ago, maybe a little over a year ago, around Christmas of 2021. As many of you know, the Vernis mini pochette came out, and it was very popular. It came out in Amaranth, and it came out in rose gold, and it's patent leather mini pochette. It was really cute. It had the piping around the edges was made of monogram canvas, and it was really beautiful. So I managed to order one, and I got it in the rose gold. And unfortunately, when it arrived, the stitching that went along the bottom corner, around the bottom edge, was really badly done. Not just a little bit badly, the stitches were uneven. Like one stitch would be like, a centimeter long, and then the next few stitches were like tiny little dots. It was just very bad stitching, and it was really expensive too. And it took me a while. It took me a few days to decide whether or not I wanted to send it back, because I was like, well, it's so cute and it's so limited and special. I got really sucked into that. But then I started thinking, like, when am I ever going to use this? Because I consider a mini pochette in general to be something you just put in your bag and nobody really sees it, and you just put things in it and then it goes in your purse, right? And so this is a really fancy, nice patent leather, pouch. What am I going to use it for? I guess it could work as an evening bag that I don't put my phone into, but I already have my Empreinte bicolor mini pochette that I love to use as a little tiny, evening bag. I don't really need another one, especially in patent leather that will show wear faster and has the faulty stitching on the bottom. So regrettably, I sent that back as well. And it's funny because I was working with a client advisor over in Bellevue, and after I returned that mini pochette, she just never messaged me again. I don't know. I mean, it's unfortunate that I can't see these things in person. I feel like if I had gone into the store to see these things in person, check them out, make sure they weren't defective, make sure the size was right for me, make sure it wasn't too heavy and that I could actually try it on, that would help me make my decision. And so that's why this happens. And also that's why I love YouTube, because I watch as many reviews as I can on YouTube of whatever it is I'm interested in. It doesn't even have to be bags. It can be other stuff too, because you're getting a hopefully objective opinion about it. And that makes me think maybe in the future, instead of quietly returning, I should come on here and make a video and explain why I don't like this thing and why I'm returning it, because it might help somebody else make their decision next time. So I will think about that. I am on a shopping ban for the year, especially with luxury. I won't be buying any luxury. Let's just hope I can stick with this. I hope not to buy any luxury at all in 2023. And I'll be doing videos about other stuff, so don't worry. But yeah, I think in future and in future, the next time I get something in the mail that is a popular item, let's say, and I quickly decide that it's not right for me, maybe I will make a video and share with others what I didn't like about it, because it might help someone in the future. Like if I had watched a video about, let's say, the Eleanor bag, and the person had said, well, I didn't like this. It was really heavy. It was really stiff. And the strap just looks odd, and it's bent. Because that's the other thing about that bag, is the strap was super bent. It might have made me think well, gosh, maybe I should just step away from this for a bit. So anyway, that concludes this tag video. Thanks for watching. Thanks again to Julie for tagging me. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up and consider maybe, I don't know, subscribing to my channel. I'd really appreciate it if you did. And I hope you're having a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.